The Boss and the Sauce Show.
Boss and the Sauce Show.
Boss and the Sauce Show.
Boss and the Sauce Show. Here we go.
But let's jump on over into the number 3 spot. And this is a very interesting spot, too, because this guy was the 2020 champion. And I had high hopes for him as a coach. But last year didn't fare out so well for him. And that's Brent Brennan over here at the San Jose State Spartans. It's a 6-year coaching, 6 year at the school. He's 20 and 32nd, very upside down as a coach overall. And he's only 20 and 37 at San Jose State, but he has a championship. Isn't that's a lot to say right there. But he does really good at what he does. He has offensive coordinator Kevin McGivern and defensive coordinator Derek Odom. So Brennan, I think, could be on the hot seat, but not so much. But I think that I see a future in this guy. I see him elevating up to one of the top 5, somewhere up in there because of his talents of bringing this team that was mediocre and taking them to places they had never been before. So last year, health became an issue. He lost the quarterback that he had, which I didn't think he was going to repeat last year anyway, because the year before when they won, it was because a lot of people stayed behind the play and they had 5 returners on the offensive line. So that helped them all the way to the championship. But last year, 5-7, 3-5 in the conference, only scoring 20 points a game, 120 on the ground, 219 in the air. On defense, they gave up 26.5, which isn't bad. Defense is not even bad. And they were 3-5 in the conference. They only allow 133 on the ground, but they do allow 236 in the air. So the numbers didn't really look good on paper. They were upside down, all kinds of stuff. But yet and still, they come out this year as number 3 in the west part of the Mountain West. What do you think about this situation going down over here?
Yeah.
With
it's this is a team you got to kind of read between the lines on. Like you said, if they just make some little adjustments here and there, like they were ranked, I think nationally number 2 for big yardage plays given up. So in other words, they're giving up plays, but they're not giving up the big plays. So they need to kind of shrink that down a little bit. And then don't forget, didn't they get Cordero from University of Hawaii coming in as a transfer quarterback? So that's going to help them things out for them. I think, with that bad situation with Graham that happened in Hawaii, so now you got Cordero coming over. I think there's a lot of big upside for this team. I think 6th year, like you said, a little upside down, coaching wise there, but this is a team that can kind of just jump right back in the thick of things, and just making a few little tweaks here and there. I know it's easy to say that, but, for the most part, they got the dual threat quarterback. So that's going to give them another dynamic, for Brennan. So, yeah, I mean, maybe I might look at a win total, depending what the over and unders for wins for totals for this team is for the year. I mean, they're a little low on the scoring side, 20 points per game offensively. So if they could bump that number up to like 24, they might get an extra win, 2 wins. Over last year, that put them like bowl eligible. Last year, we were like 5-7, 3-5 in conference. So I think Cordero is going to bring some nice looks for them, and I think the defense could make some adjustments. They'll be right in the thick of things again. And they're number 3 for a reason, because like you said, San Diego State and Fresno, they're next level teams in that conference, and they're not far behind San Jose. Like you said, a year removed from the championship. Things kind of went sideways for them last year, but they could bounce right back here.
Yeah, I mean, it looks great with Cordero. That was a great grab. I think the guy is a run-pass threat. On the upside, he looks wonderful. His bad games are bad too, but the upside looks wonderful. I'll say that. And a coach like Brandon, he might be able to keep him, calm and collective. Now, running back, they have a lot of talent and experience, including last year's Kyrie Robinson. At receiver, they returned 6 of the top 7. And at offensive line, they have 5 experienced players coming from 2021. In addition to a quarterback that can run and pass, I think that'll be a help, a little relief off for the offensive line as well. So I think they'll do really well, like you said, maybe 25, maybe even, I would say on the high side, maybe bump it up to 30 points per game, because Cordero, he likes to throw the ball. He likes to roll out of the pocket, run or pass, and Nick Starko and them, they didn't have that type of athleticism to move around on the offense. Yeah. Now on the defensive line, he's getting the top 6 back, including his NFL-bound defensive end, Caden Hall, who's a really talented player. He's touted to be top in the Mountain West this year, although there's a lot of talented defensive ends out in the Mountain West. On the linebacker position, he gets 3 starter returners, including the stud, Kyle Harmon. Then on the defensive back, allowing 236 yards passing was a problem in 21. This unit returns 3, but needs to improve dearly. Not sure why no transfer players in this spot right here. Would have been the best spot to bring in a couple guys. But overall, I think Brennan definitely gets to a bowl game with this group this year. He has a total of about 11 to 12 seniors somewhere up in there. So I think they definitely go up from last year's, what were they, 5 and 7. I give them another 2 or 3 wins next year, maybe 8 and 4ish with a bowl game. But I don't think they could see San Diego State nor Fresno State in the long run. And then even if they get to the Mountain West Championship and they have to see Air Force, I think they'll roll over on them too. So it's going to be a great season. I'm going to be looking for those stadium days at San Jose State where they have free beer and all that kind of crazy stuff. San Jose State's pretty much a party school out in the Bay. So when they out partying, they do well, at least in the first half or the first quarter. So
yeah,
you'll be looking forward to that.
Those first halves with San Jose State back in the day too. Some of the low scoring defensive monster smash mouth football games.
Yeah, and
watch.
You know that football's all about preparation, and you get certain coaches like Brennan who prepares well. So you can lock those teams in for the first quarter because after that it could get haywire. But hats off to the Spartans, man. I wish them good luck, and I hope Brennan keeps his job, and even more, I hope that someday he gets pulled up to some higher schools and show some more of his talent.
Yeah, I agree.
Now we're going to keep it moving on over to the team with all